Good Sunday morning, everybody. Good Sunday morning. Welcome to Sunday with Spirit. For those joining for the first time, this is not a political poll, it's a spiritual poll. Every Sunday, a group of us get together and we jump up and down on this thing we call the web of creation. And I've been thinking about this web of creation, what it is. And it started out with a creation story of Spider-Woman, but it's evolved, as everything does, into light rays, energetic lines. And we just put these images in of a web that indicates that we are all interconnected. And what we touch, where our voices go, affects everything. So how we jump up and down on this trampoline, this web, whatever you want to imagine it, affects everything else. And so we want to look at how we're jumping up and down, what we're saying. So in this incredibly energetic time, and we all feel it. Especially those that are watching this right now, we're tuned into it. And sometimes we go, well, I don't know what I'm tuned into, but it's something. And can you turn down the tinnitus? I heard somebody talk about tinnitus. And I go, I don't know if he's pronouncing it right, because I've had tinnitus for 40 years and I know how to pronounce it. Anyway, sorry, that was a little squirrel moment. I may be mispronouncing it. I say tarot. Some people say tarot. And then I got a hillbilly guy that he goes taro. All right, potato. Let's get on with it. Wow, this is a little goofy Sunday with Spirit. So where are we going with this? We are going with the energetic frequency shift that we are all feeling. Thank you very much. I'm going to hit pause and turn off my phone. Okay, I'm hitting pause a lot during this. I'm having a sneezing attack and... oh well. Okay, here we go. Frequency shift. I need that frequency shift so I can stop sneezing through this video. Let's take a deep breath. Let's think about where we are and what we're being bombarded with this frequency shift. When I think of this card, and when I look at it as well, so let me back up. When I first thought about it in my mind's eye, I go, where is the frequency shift coming from? I was watching Stefan Burns, and he was talking about these huge solar flares and solar energy coming at us that may disrupt a lot of the communication satellites. He was scaring me. And it's nothing to be scared of. I mean, how great would it be not to have news blaring 24/7? I think we could take a break. But I look at this and I go, so is it coming from the sun or is it coming from Gaia? Is it coming from the trees? So when we drop into that web of creation, those light rays that we are holding on to, that we're jumping up and down on, where is the main frequency shift for you coming from? Is it coming from a tree? Is it coming from your plants, your new sprouts that are just beginning to pop out of the earth? Is it coming from the stars? Each one of us will have a different awareness and a different experience with the energy shifts. So that's the basis for this spread. The cards that called on me were the Dark Mirror cards, because I was thinking of, with this energy shift, that there needs to be an awareness of what kind of energy is coming in. Not all of it will be for the highest and best good. And so it's important that we check our systems, our energy systems. People call it the chakra system. People call it the auras system, or the luminous energy field. That's kind of what I like that term, the luminous energy field that is outside of the physical body. And we need to take care of it. We need to massage it. We need to look at it. We need to pay attention to it, so that if it needs some tender love and care, give it a hug, patch it up. Maybe something's, got in it and is causing some irritation. So with that, a lot of people may put a mirror of protection around their luminous energy field. You can also do bands of power, as Alberto Villoldo talks about. Certain bands of power that you can wrap around yourself for protection. But however you do it, it's just important that you pay attention to it. So in that, I thought, well, with this frequency shift, I'm going to put a mirror protection around us. And here's where it gets tricky. The mirror protection that I put around us with the dark mirror, it's not so much for when somebody wants to look at you psychically or attach to you psychically or whatever that is. They'll see a mirror reflection of themselves. Yeah, but we're seeing a mirror reflection of ourselves. So it kind of turned the mirror inside out in this spread. Does that make sense? I hope. Okay, the other cards that I used are the Lakota Sweat Lodge deck. Ooh, we got a double bonus. Yay! And this, to me, when I pulled this deck, what I heard is it's all about the process. So it's not about an answer. It's about how we walk on this earth as a process. All right. So I hope that makes sense with this frequency shift. When we have this, let's go with the dark mirror first and see what is it that we're not really looking at, and maybe some other people may, I don't know, maybe they're seeing it too, and it's just a reflection of them as well. We'll see. Dark mirror, this one first. Ooh, wow. Parasite. Yikes. So we're talking about our luminous energy field. We're talking about the frequency shift. And now we see parasite. And so when I think of that, from the outside, I don't want to look at me yet with it. I don't want to look at me as a parasite. But if I look at it from an outside, and a parasitic energy comes and attaches to the luminous energy field. And so we need to, with that mirror that we set up, the parasite is just seeing itself. I was like, okay, good. But now if we look at that from the inside, what are we attaching ourselves to? Certainly in this community, we are attaching ourselves to this circle. And in other circles, they are attaching themselves to their community. And so how is that part of the frequency shift? there's going to be some good with it and some bad with it, right? So, I mean, certainly there's individual cults that are going around that one cult will think, oh, that's bad. The other cult will think that's good. So there's a blending of it. I got a card later this week about true compassion, and it was talking about compassion for everything, the light and the dark. I'm like, oh, I'm not that good yet. I'm working on it, but I'm not that good. All right. So the parasite. What is the parasitic energy coming at you in this frequency shift, and what are you hanging on to in this frequency shift? Thank you. Wow, it took a long time for me to hear this. We've been talking about this for so long. What do we need to let go that no longer serves us? Thank you. Wow. You guys were probably screaming it. That's what this parasite means. All right. What do we need to let go that no longer serves us? How do we know if it's serving us or not? Is it in our highest, best interest? Is it coming from our heart space, or is it coming from our brain, our 3D brain? What is best for our heart space? All right, moving on. Ooh, hiding your true self. Now, I'm not really looking at the book this much on this deck, in this spread, so if you all have the book, you may get a different interpretation. Even if you don't, even if you're looking at the cards, you may get a different interpretation. And I encourage everybody to throw cards on this. What are we going through on this frequency shift? What do we need to look at? What do we need to embrace? What do we need to let go of? That's what this parasite thing is. And hiding your true self, I've been saying this so often. We are shifting into a new awareness. Some people will call it, we're going to get new psychic gifts. We're going to get new emotional gifts, new awarenesses. We're going to be shifting from the old patriarchal energies into a matriarchal energies. We're shifting into a balance. So we may be thinking of this, but we also need to step out and stop hiding our true selves. And that takes a lot of courage. Because then we're going to start going, am I good enough? Am I tall enough? Am I fast enough? Am I smart enough? All that stuff. So we want to hide, we want to step out of hiding our true selves. And this goes along with the mirror. If we have that mirror bubble around us, we're hiding our true selves from somebody who wants to be a parasite to us. So even though I started out by saying this dark mirror is a reflection of us, this also looks like it is the protection egg that they wanted to talk about. Our guides and angels. Ooh, anger and chains. I don't know if I need to dip into that too much. Anger and change. This card makes me angry. How dare it come up like that? So, the chains are parasites. The anger is, pick a number with the anger. I mean, what makes you angry these days? Oh my gosh. I can turn around and pretty much everything is making me angry. And then on the other side, I turn around and I look and I go, everything is bringing me comfort. So, but with this anger and chains, how are we being chained to our anger? It's just a question to ask. How are we being chained to our anger? is that keeping us hidden? Is that keeping us hiding our true selves and our, maybe we need a voice and anger. Certain things should not be done in anger, definitely. However, we need to at least acknowledge it and not hide it away. It's there. It's part of us. So we have these chains. We have this anger. We're attached to it. Parasitic. It's the dark mirror. And so if we're doing the egg protection, the mirror protection, whatever's coming at us is angry. It's an angry energy. So we make our mirror out of love and light, and it can't get in. Okay, last dark mirror. Whew. These cards are so good, and yet they make you look a little deep. Perchance to dream. Thank you for the lightness of this card. It looks really dark, right? Perchance to dream. I look at this energy in this card, and it reminds me of our soul contracts. When we were in this space of dreaming, and we came up with the path that we wanted to go on, and it was a dream of ours to be walking on this energetic world, bringing light with us. And that was the dream. And then we get down here and we find out, oh my gosh, I'm a parasite. I'm hiding my true self. I got anger issues and I'm chained to things. Go back to the dream. And it's easy, right? A little light switch. Okay, let's move on to the Lakota Sweat Lodge, because this is the process of, at least that's the intention that I heard when I grabbed the deck. Let's see what it has to say about this frequency shift. And we're going to the north. This is my reference of north. You guys may have a different reference of north, and if you're into what the north, south, east, and west means archetypically, and for me it changes a lot, but lately it's been north is spiritual. We get spirit of man. Spirit of man. So what are we down here for? When we did this perchance to dream, when we were dreaming of our existence down here, what did we create in our dream as the spirit of man and woman? So I am going to read a little bit from the book, a sentence or two. And the spirit of man came from this card where we were dreaming of our existence on Gaia, on Mother Earth. And from the book, the Creator said, I will give you a spirit, and you will know that life is nothing but circles. The universal circle, a circle without end. The body I give you does not belong to you. It belongs to me who created all things. The body I give you belongs to Mother Earth, and it shall return to her. But when your life ends, your body will return to Earth, and your spirit will go to the spirit world, to the dream world, back again. Okay. Let's get the bonus card. Wow, we get the moon. Very interesting. So the moon card is to me, it's the divine feminine. It's another side of Mother Earth. And in the creation story with this moon card, there is message about the cycles of life. I mean, we see that every month, where it's full, where it's new, where it's full, where it's new. We see that with the tides as the moon pushes and pulls the tides. We see that with creation from woman. And this is kind of interesting, so I'm going to read again from the book. In the Lakota story of creation, Maka, Mother Earth, traveled around the sun, who warmed and lighted but only half of her body. So Mother Earth asked Sun to warm the side that was cold and dark. And so Creator created from himself Moon and placed it on her far side so that the sun's light reflected and would comfort and illuminate the Earth's dark side. So the energies of darkness and the energies of light complement each other. Through the light of the sun, the light of the moon, Creator, Wankantanka, gives us the sacred balance of energies. Whoa! Dang, I wish I'd written that. The spirit of man, the sacred balances of energies. That's what this frequency is. It's just not one frequency coming in, but it's balancing things out. Wow. I could stop right here, but I'm not. But I could, but I'm not. Moving on. This is the east for me. Ooh. Thunder beans. Thunder beans. Awesome. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And I did mark something here, so I am going to read that. I won't go into the traditional meaning of the Thunderbirds, but I just want to get the message from the card as depicted in this by this author. It says, allow your natural polarities to help direct you in your walk of life. You have choices about how to conduct your energies and where to channel them. So good, so true. Where are we channeling our energies? What are we singing? How are we dancing on this web of creation? Stone. Interesting. Devil's Tower, right? That's at the base, that's in the south, but it's grounding. We put a label on this that is just, it's like, really? Really? It goes back into anger and change type thing? And I go, okay. But it's the foundation, it's just grounding. It's just standing strong. That's what I get with this. I'm not looking at the book for this card. And this one, need I say more? Wankantanka, Creator, Great Spirit. Wow. So this frequency shift that we are in, how do we protect ourselves from the parasite, the anger and chains, from our true path that we have signed up for in this dream? Why are we hiding ourselves, our true selves? And as the protection, we are protecting us from outside influences getting at us that are angry, that want to chain us, that want to stop our dream, that want to keep us in the shadows, hidden from our true selves. We want to protect ourselves from those outside energies. And the way that we do this is remember that everything is in cycles with the spirit of man. We came down here to to appreciate and vibrate with all things, not just one, but with everything, with what may bring us a little thunder in our life, that may bring a little storm clouds. But this thunder beam, a lot of times when it comes in, it brings in that Heyoka energy, which is lightness. To me, it's coyote energy. It's dancing, it's playing. It's a little trickster, but you get it. You get a message from it. Stand strong in all of this frequency shift and tap into the Great Spirit. Fly with Condor. All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here on this Sunday with Spirit. Peace and love.